In my opinion, Cobblemon Delta is the best online Cobblemon experience you can find, thanks to its many features, custom Pokemon, and constant updates. However, because there's a ton of things to grind on the server, it might be overwhelming for new players to figure out where to start. So today, I'm going to talk about the 8 main things you should be doing on the Cobblemon Delta server. If you're interested in progressing your account or catching rare Pokemon, I heavily recommend watching till the very end. Cobblemon Delta has over 100 custom Pokemon, each with their own design, stat spread, and move pool. If you want to learn more about these custom Pokemon, I recommend checking out my video where I ranked every single one of their designs. I'll leave a link in the description below. If a certain custom Pokemon has piqued your interest and you wish to obtain one, many players sell perfect IV breeds on the GTS. If you use the command GTS search, you can search for listings of a specific Pokemon and buy whichever one you like most. Look here, I just typed in GTS search Tingatink and I'm getting a ton of results for Tingatink, Delta Tingatink, Omega Tingatink, Gamma Tingatink, and Ultra Tingatink. Welcome to Area 0, an otherworldly dimension split into many different zones, each with its own unique spawns of Pokemon. If you wish to enter the Area 0 dimension, type /warp center and choose between centers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you arrive in Area 0, you will find many alpha Pokemon roaming around. These alpha Pokemon are extremely hostile and will attack you if you enter their range. I recommend that you wear at least netherite armor before attempting to fight an alpha Pokemon, otherwise you probably will get one shot. Once you defeat an alpha Pokemon, a regular Pokemon battle will automatically occur. If you wish to catch the alpha Pokemon, press R to exit the battle menu, hold a Pokeball in your hand, and then throw one at the alpha. If you're looking to catch an alpha Pokemon, I heavily recommend trying to catch an alpha Garchomp. All alpha Pokemon have 3 guaranteed IVs, meaning this alpha Garchomp can easily become the strongest carry for new players. Additionally, Garchomp has great running speed and can also fly, which makes it an excellent choice for traversing Area 0. Of course, because this is Area 0, Paradox Pokemon can spawn here as well. Just like alpha Pokemon, Paradox Pokemon have boss phases that need to be defeated before you can catch them. But if Paradox Pokemon weren't cool already, Cobblemon Delta has their own assortment of custom Paradox Pokemon. Iron Shades, Iron Runner, Iron World, Iron Coil, Looming Toon, and Savage Scar are all Paradox Pokemon they can find within the wild spawns of Area 0. My personal favorite is Iron Shades. I just love his black and red color scheme, and his new typing of Dark and Fighting is perfect. Before we leave Area 0, if you ever see Drifloons, Drifblims, or even Drifblimps in the sky that are holding chests, shoot them down with your bow. These are called Drifloots. Claiming the finishing blow on one will drop you nice rewards like EXP candies, TV Maxes, and even Mega Stones. If you're really lucky, a Drifloot may even drop an Ancient Strand, an item that allows you to summon Ancient Gene. Ancient Gene is highly sought after due to its buff for DNA farming in the Entralink server. Welcome to Entralink, a dimension that seems reminiscent of Area 0, but actually has its own unique features and cool custom Pokemon. The main appeal of Entralink are the fusion Pokemon. If you head over to Warp Lab 1 and right-click this machine, you can check out all the cool fusions that are in the game. Now is actually the perfect time to jump on the Entralink server because a bunch of new fusions were added just a few weeks ago. For example, this is Sizzrantrum, which is a cross between Scizor and Tyrantrum. It looks like Scizor beheaded 2 Tyrantrums and just stuck them on his hands, which is super bizarre but also really fire at the same time. And along with Sizzrantrum, Cobblemon Delta also added Hadeon, which is Hatterene, and Espeon, Grimion, which is Umbreon and Grimmsnarl, Dragskew, Dragapult, and Ice-Skew, Rotogar, Rotom and Gengar, and then Diancie, which is a fusion between Eternal, Floette, and Diancie, which I think is a super cool concept. And also the model just looks amazing. Okay, so these fusion Pokemon all look super cool, but how do you actually get them? Fusion Pokemon cannot spawn in the wild, so don't waste your time running around the Entralink server trying to find an Eternal Diancie, because that's just simply not going to happen. The only way to obtain a fusion is by creating something called a fusion disc. Fusion discs generally require 2 things to be made: DNA, and Dream Mist. Let's start with DNA. DNA has a chance to drop from alpha Pokemon within the Entralink server. There are 18 types of DNA, one for each Pokemon typing, so fire, water, grass, etc. If you need to farm a certain type of DNA, defeat an alpha Pokemon that corresponds with that typing. For example, if you defeat an alpha Kleavor, you'll get some drop chance of bug DNA and rock DNA. And coincidentally, bug DNA and rock DNA are the DNAs you need to make Sisrantrum, so if you're interested in getting that fusion, then Kleavor is a pretty good alpha to farm. However, this is not the only method for farming DNA. Another great way to farm DNA is through Dream Raids, which is actually what we'll talk about next. Dream Raids will automatically happen every 10 minutes within the Entralink server. There are 6 possible arenas where Dream Raids can occur. One in the Cherry Grove, one in the Crimson Forest, one in the Dark Forest, one in the Desert, one in the Badlands, and one in the Bamboo Forest. In order to enter a Dream Raid, leave only one Pokemon in your party and accept the invitation to join. In order to win a Dream Raid, players must work together to defeat the raid boss. If your team manages to win a Dream Raid, you'll be rewarded with some DNA. Additionally, Dream Raids will reward you with Dream Mist. Dream Mist is the other resource that is needed to create Fusion Discs. The amount of Dream Mist you gain during a Dream Raid is based on the damage you contributed to the raid boss. If you contributed lots of damage, expect high amounts of Dream Mist in return. But if you barely did any damage, don't be surprised if you get nothing. Once you have created a Fusion Disc, come over here and talk to this NPC. In order to turn your Fusion Disc into a Fusion Pokemon, you must do a Fusion Battle. Fusion Battles are 20 waves of duo battles against CPUs. Although there are 20 waves, you only need to defeat 5 of these waves to obtain your Fusion Pokemon. If you're able to defeat all 20 waves, your Fusion Pokemon will come with perfect IVs and have a 2% chance to be shiny, so there certainly is some incentive to go for all 20. Fusion Battles cannot be done alone, meaning you'll need someone to be your doubles partner. I recommend hopping on a voice call with your doubles partner because it helps a lot with making the right decisions and also just staying on the same page. So that's everything you need to know about the Entralink dimension. Entralink is a great place if you enjoy a good grind. I wish you the best of luck in obtaining your first Fusion Pokemon. Welcome to Ultra Space, a place that seems like the overworld, but not exactly. In order to even breathe in this dimension, you're gonna need a set of Ruby armor. Head over to /warp Ultra Space and talk to this Ultra Recon officer. Buy the full set of Ruby armor and right click to equip all of it. Once you're wearing the Ruby armor, you're now ready to head into the Ultra Space dimension. There are many things you can do in Ultra Space, so let's go one by one. Similar to how Area 0 has Drift Loots, Ultra Space has Nihilego Loots. Nihilego Loots function basically the same as Drift Loots. Shooting one down with a bow will drop you some nice rewards. A common drop you'll see from these Nihilego Loots are memories, and you will need a lot of them in order to obtain the mythical Pokemon Silvally. There are 17 types of memories, one for each Pokemon typing, excluding the normal type. Keep farming Nihilego Loots until you find every memory. If you're missing some memories you need for the full set of 17, you can visit my store at /warp Sandcastle to buy the remaining ones that you need. Once you've collected all 17 types of memories, head over to /warp Ultra Megalopolis. Talk to Fico and click on the Ultra Beast Killer quest. This will teleport you directly to Gladion, who will take your memories and trade you a type Null. Now that you have Silvally, it's time to hunt for special memories. Special memories are rare items that drop from Nihilego Loots, and you can use them to obtain cool custom Ultra Beasts. The Blue Memory for Florazim, the Mirror Memory for Glimmerix, and the Cyclone Memory for Whisperer. If you're lucky enough to find one of these special memories, here's what you need to do next. On top of your special memory, you also need 10 charged memories in order to obtain the Ultra Beast. You can charge memories by equipping them on Silvally and catching 20 Pokemon that correspond with the memory's typing. For example, you can charge a grass memory by catching 20 Cacneas. In fact, that's actually what I did to charge the majority of my memories to get my Glimmerix. Once you have a special memory and 10 charged memories, teleport to /warp Aether Paradise and take the elevator to go upstairs. Talk to Lucamine if you have the Mirror Memory, Wick if you have the Blue Memory, and Faba if you have the Cyclone Memory. After you submit the special memory and 10 charged memories, you will be immediately teleported to the Ultra Wilds. The Ultra Wilds is a ruthless 30-minute challenge that continuously swarms you with hostile Pokemon. When you kill a hostile Pokemon, you will score a certain amount of points based on the Pokemon's evolution stage. If you're able to score 500 points within the 30 minutes, you'll be teleported back to the regular world and be gifted a custom Ultra Beast. The other thing you can do in Ultra Space is Ultra Wormholes. To be honest, I haven't done too many wormholes myself, so I can't really give an in-depth guide, but simply explained, ultra wormholes can randomly spawn anywhere in ultra space, but mainly on flat areas. Entering an ultra wormhole will put you into a mini challenge similar to the ultra wilds. Upon completing an ultra wormhole, you will gain a bunch of different materials like rubies, jade, celestium, etc. If you talk to FICO again at the Ultra Megalopolis, you can use these materials to advance your ultra space level. Advancing your ultra space level can earn you cool rewards such as a Night Lego mount, Aether armor, and even the custom Pokemon Iron Pilot. So ultra space certainly is grindy, similar to Entralink, but if you want to get yourself a cool custom ultra beast or even just progress your ultra space level, this is the dimension for you. Are you looking for a more chill, relaxing experience in Cobblemon Delta? And you definitely don't want to go fishing, because fishing is the most thrilling and high-stakes activity that is available within the server. If you want to get started with fishing, head over to /war fishing shop and talk to the fisherman. Buy the master rod from the fisherman and also some bait for the fish. I recommend buying 1 Landsat tackle and 1 Enigma tackle. I'll explain why later. Once you've bought your fishing gear, teleport to Area 0 and find any body of water. When you're ready to fish, use right-click to cast your fishing line. When you see the bobble sink or hear a splashing sound, quickly right-click again and a minigame will pop up on your screen. The goal of this minigame is to keep Magikarp within the green box. You can control the green box by using left-click. If you're able to keep Magikarp within this green box, the Pokemon will jump out of the water and battle you. Just like with Alpha Pokemon, press R to close the battle menu and use a Pokeball to catch the Pokemon. Sometimes, if you're lucky enough, you'll see a Feebas in your minigame instead of a Magikarp. The Pokemon you can get from Feebas include Battlebongo Ninja, Fion, Manaphy, Kyogre, Terapagos, and Rogue Prince. Earlier, I recommended buying the Landsat Tackle. This is because the Landsat Tackle doubles your odds of fishing Feebas tier Pokemon, meaning it basically just doubles your odds of fishing rare Pokemon. When you do end up finding a Feebas, get ready to lock in because Feebas moves insanely fast. Thankfully, the Enigma Tackle you bought earlier increases the size of the green box, making it much easier to keep up with Feebas' speed. Are you a competitive Pokemon player that wants to battle with your Cobblemon? Look no further than Cobblemon Delta's ranked mode. Type the command /ranked and click the first box to queue up a match. Ranked matches are 6 vs 6 single battles. The battles are OU, so Ubers like Zacian or Rayquaza are just not allowed in ranked matches. When the match is over, you'll be teleported back to your original location and gain either positive or negative elo. If you reach top 100 on the leaderboard, you can earn really cool prizes like battle points, crate keys, or even Delta Victini, so strive to be the best on the server and earn really dope prizes. When you eventually find a Pokemon that you really like and want to use in battles, you might want to max their IVs. Head over to /war Battle Shop and talk to this NPC. You can train your Pokemon's IVs here and even change their abilities, so long as you have the battle points to pay for it. The most consistent way to earn battle points is by doing the Battle Factory. The Battle Factory is a daily challenge where you select 3 Pokemon to help you in a series of 10 battles. If you want to get good at the Battle Factory and earn a lot of battle points, I recommend watching my dedicated video on how to beat it. It's not really a concrete guide, but the video is educational enough to help you understand how to clear the challenge and just how the Battle Factory works. Another great way to earn battle points is the Hoenn League. Type /gyms to open a menu that shows all the Hoenn gym leaders. Click on a gym to teleport there and then right-click the gym leader to initiate a battle. If you beat the gym leader, you'll be rewarded with 400 battle points. This means you can earn a total of 3,200 battle points after beating every gym leader. But yeah, those are my 8 main things you should focus on while playing the Cobblemon Delta server. If you felt that I missed something, or if you have any questions of your own, leave a comment down below and I'll answer it with the utmost care. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. I think that's it for me today. I'll see you in Cobblemon.